Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a fun little quick look using the new Natasha Denona Mini Zendo Palette. I have some thoughts. I'll compare it to the Mini Retro and we'll just talk about the quality overall. If you're interested in hearing what I have to say and the two looks that I will create, then just keep watching. Okay, so very excited to be playing with the new Mini Zendo. I will open it up. Natasha Denona released a little mini palette with her Holiday 2020 collection. There was a highlighter as well as two nude lipsticks. I did not pick up the highlighter. Just in the past, her highlighter formula has not been my favorite. And nude lipsticks, like, I'm kind of drowning in them. And I just ordered a bunch of Lisa Eldridge lipsticks, so I decided to pass on that as well. But this little palette for me made a lot of sense. I really do like these mini palettes. I only have two others. I have the Mini Retro palette, which is really beautiful. And then I have the Mini Gold palette, which has greens. So of course we love that. So I wanted to pick it up. I think that it just screamed fall. And I thought, you know what, that's a really easy, beautiful little color story that we can be playing with. I've mentioned this in the past and I'm more and more gravitating towards these smaller palettes. I just feel like I can decide a little quicker what to do, how to use the colors. And in these smaller palettes, like, the color story is just so cohesive, so there's very little room for error in my opinion. Now this retails for $25, so we love the price point on this. You still, in my opinion, get the same Natasha Denona eyeshadow quality. I do have from this year her Glam palette and her Bronze palette. So I can tell you that the quality to me is very much comparable, so that's great. And for 25 bucks, I mean, you can't beat it. The shelf life on this also is 24 months, so it will last you a long time. So again, a lot of value for your money. Lighting change, sorry, new YouTuber problems. I had the window open, it was way too much. So I wanted to make sure that you got true to tone colors here as I'm showing you what that looks like. So there we go, it's very beautiful. I will swatch this for you. And as I'm swatching and putting my greedy little fingers in these pans, what I'm finding is the shades are very buttery, just like what we expect from Natasha Denona. And you know, I've played with the palette a little bit. They do perform very well, but let me show you. So I will be swatching from here to here, and let's go ahead and start with the first one. So look at that, really beautiful pigment, and swatch is beautiful. We have the second shade. This is a matte, also very pretty. Now we have the silver shade in the middle, very beautiful. This next one I believe is a topper shade, but also very pretty. Look at that, so beautiful. And then the last one is also matte, very creamy and buttery. Look at how pretty that is, you guys. Just gorgeous. So again, we have a satin, we have a matte, we have a shimmer, a little bit of a topper slash shimmer, and then we have another matte. So I mean, everything you would need for this fall look. It's more of a berry toned palette, but really beautiful for fall. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I will be creating two different looks. I'm not really sure where I'm going with it, but I am going to try to create a more light everyday look here, and then a more smoky evening look, or like, you know, fall party appropriate look on this side here. And let's just play with the palette. I'm gonna take my BK 201 here. I'm gonna go ahead and go into the lighter of the two mattes and just wash it over the lid. I did prime and prep my lid using my NARS Budge Proof primer. And just put a really beautiful light wash over the eye. So even though it was a very light color, you can still see the wash of color. It looks really beautiful. Definitely doesn't feel patchy, very creamy. Love that. Okay, so there you go. I'm going to take the second matte here and I'm going to just slightly intensify the outer V. Very pretty. So if you guys can see, I mean, literally that's how quickly I was able to blend that out. Very, very nice. Super beautiful berry color. Now, I'm just gonna take my finger. I'm gonna take my finger and I'm going to go into this shimmer here. And like I said, this doesn't have a lot of opacity. It's more of a topper shade, but just as a wash for an everyday look, I think it's beautiful. So let me just show you what I mean. I see that? It almost gives like a really pretty luminosity to the eye. If you just look at it like that, almost like a little wet type of effect to the eyelid, and I absolutely love it. I think it's very subtle, very beautiful. Look at that. I'm going to take this silvery shimmer shade here and yeah, and I'll just use it in the inner corner for a quick little inner corner highlight. And then I'll take the same Refer number 3 brush, it's a pencil brush, and I'll go back into the second matte, this one here. And I'll just tie in the lower lash line to that. Super pretty, very simple, very everyday, daytime appropriate. You can travel with this little quad, super easy. I will wait to put on lashes and mascara or eyeliner and mascara until I'm done. But this is my daytime look there. We'll see the finished product in just a little bit. Now we're gonna go ahead and go into this more smokier evening look. Again, going in with my BK201, I'm going to start off with this darker matte here, the berry color. A little tip here, I learned this on my live on Friday night, is I confirmed it on my live, is that I will set with this NARS Smudge Proof Eye Primer. I don't set it after that with a powder, just for colors to glide on easier. I mean, it just makes it so that the color pops a little bit more and you get more color payoff when working with shadows. I just let it dry down for 5 or 10 minutes and just go around and do something else while I'm waiting. But yeah, just wanted to point that out. That is such a beautiful berry color. Look at that, that's so pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my BK202 brush and I'm gonna go into this dark shimmer color here, the satin color. And I'm going to start by just pressing the color in, like so. My eyelids are a little, they're aging. You know, I'm 39 years old. They're very thin, they're thinning out, maybe getting a little crepey, which is normal. And so what I like to do is I like to just pat, 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 and then slowly blend so that I get the same flawless blend. Wow, but do you see, I only went into the pan once. And super, super intense payoff. So it's a mighty little palette, definitely very powerful. I'm going to take my Refer number 2 and I will be going into this silvery shimmer shade. And I'll be just going over the entire lid. Wow. Yeah, that's intense, intense payoff. And I mean, I did go into the pan with my brush and swiped it, but there's not a lot of product on there, but the color payoff is just great. It's a powerful little palette. So you see that there? That's so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna take my Sonia G Mini Booster. I'm going back into that dark shimmer shade that we just used and just making sure that everything's blended out correctly. There you go. That's beautiful. I think it goes really well with my sweater. I think I will follow the same on the lower lash line. I'll go in with the silvery shimmer here, and then I'll use the darker shimmer satin on the end there. With my Sonia G flat definer, and I'm also going to take this into the inner corner. Just kind of make it one. And then connect the darker berry color here. I'm taking my BK201 brush again. This time I'm gonna go back into this mat here just to make sure that everything's diffused up there correctly. What a beautiful color. Oh, it just reminds me of fall. I think it's gorgeous. So here's the evening or smokier look that you can create with the Natasha Denona palette. This is more of a daytime look, also very beautiful, just a light wash of color, but super, super on trend with these berry tones that are coming out. Let me go ahead and I may do some eyeliner, I may not. I'll put some mascara on and I'll be right back. All right, so here are the looks. I'll do a close-up and then I'll push you right back out. This is our daytime look. Isn't that beautiful? Just so easy, such a beautiful wash of color with really pretty fall colors. And then here we have our more smoky look. Look at how pretty that is. I mean, even for day, it's a little darker, but it's so beautiful. And I absolutely love it. Here are the looks. So as you guys can see, I mean, I love the looks that I created. Again, every day here we have a smokier look for the holidays. I think that it's such a beautiful color story. I think it's actually pretty unique. I know some people are just saying, well, I mean, it's nice, it's some smoky colors. I think that the colors are unique. I can tell you that I definitely don't have anything like this dark shimmer in my collection. This matte here, this orangey, pinky matte, I definitely don't have in my collection. So I would say for me, this isn't a unique color story. For $25, you have a cohesive color story that can go daytime or nighttime and just party appropriate. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love that pop of silver in the middle there. I think it works really, really nicely. As you can see, I have it on the lid there. So I'm very, very happy. When it comes to Natasha Denona quality, I feel like this little palette definitely packs a punch. The mattes are creamy, blendable, the shimmers, the satins, everything is exactly as what I have found in the larger palettes. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. If you've never tried Natasha Denona, I think this is a really great introduction. If you think that this is a little too orangey, too pinky for your liking, I would also highly encourage, but you want to try Natasha Denona, I would encourage you to go and then maybe try out the Mini Retro. This is what the Mini Retro looks like. This was the last, I believe the last Mini Natasha Denona palette that was released. And this is more, it looks green on the screen, but it's like a slate cement color. It's really, really beautiful with the pinks. So this is a little bit of a more subdued, lighter color story. So if you think this one's a little too berry for your liking, the Natasha Denona Mini Retro I think is a really, really good one. The only other one that I have in the Natasha Denona Minis is this Mini Gold palette, which I love. The color story is just so cute. I think also like a grungy fall appropriate palette. So really, really love this one, and it's green, so like duh, of course I do. But look at those grays there, the charcoal color. I think it's beautiful. So again, I recommend it. The Sephora VIB sale is coming, so pick one of these up. You get 20% off, so like you'd get it for $20. It's got a 24-month shelf life, so it's gonna last you quite a bit. So that's it, guys. That's my video on the Natasha Denona Mini Zendo palette. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked what you saw, please make sure and give me a like. Make sure and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Hint, hint, I actually picked up one of these little palettes for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, so make sure and be subscribed. Also, go and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That's where I get to really connect with all of you guys that are also makeup enthusiasts, so go and find me there. So anyway, have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!